Hi everyone, it's me, Wheels. If you haven't caught on to that by this point, you're really slow. I'm sorry, but given the amount of times that I've specified that, you really should have caught on to it by now. Anyway, I just got out of the shower. I've been thinking a lot. Yeah, my Google Plus posts may seem a little bit static. Is that the word I'm looking for? Sort of spastic, like going from up and down, mood-wise and stuff, and just generally going from all caps lock and depressing like to happy and funny the next moment. That's because it's kind of what's going on in my head right now. I figured I'd make this video to clarify what was actually going on in my head right now, and the reason why I'm like that, like I am right now. It's to do with the fact that a lot of things that would normally be kind of emotionally hitting in like certain ways have happened, which wouldn't have bothered me, except for the fact that they all happened at exactly the same time. That's what bothers me. Like, it's okay if one of them had just happened, but all of them have just happened, all at the same time. So firstly, in real life, you've got people spreading rumors about me that I've done certain things or I am with certain people that I'm not, and all that sort of stuff, and it's raised a bit of teasing and whatnot. That's not that bad, really. That sounds minor, and it is minor, but it's just a contribution to the rest of what's happening that's not good. Secondly, starting school again is quite hard after being on holiday for so long and all of that, and just generally enjoying myself to going back to just hating life. Like, that's also wouldn't bother me that much, except it was a contribution as well. Another thing, if you follow my social media, you would have definitely heard and seen my posts about it. I went through a bit of a relationship, and then it turned into a relationship, and now I'm single again, and that wouldn't bother me that much. It actually doesn't bother me that much. I don't regret anything. I think I made all the right choices. What upsets me is the fact I don't know why I'm single and what exactly caused it to go to shit. Because I know you guys probably don't actually care all that much about this particular thing, but I don't actually know how what I did was wrong, because all I was trying to do was to sort out a problem that two of my friends were having. Just so happened one of those friends I was dating, if that makes sense. So I was dating someone, and I was good friends with someone, and they had had a slight disagreement, or not so much a disagreement, but a misunderstanding and a serious miscommunication, and then they were both playing the name game and being like, this person did this, and this person did that, and they were both doing it to me. So obviously I couldn't favor one over the other, because one of them was my good friend, and one of them was my girlfriend. So I sort of had to be like, you two just sort of both have to pull your asses away from your faces and actually talk to each other and stop letting your pride stop you from sort of talking in the simplest form. And then obviously that led to like, oh, you picked this person over me, and you did this and this, and this and this. So basically I got caught in the crossfire of a gunfight I shouldn't have been involved in. And then of course I see another friend posting stuff about that person, which upsets me a little bit because they blocked me, and it's kind of depressing only being able to see one half of a conversation, if you know that feeling. Yeah. So on top of losing a good friend, another good friend, I also lost my first relationship, which doesn't bother me that much, but it's all contributing all to multiple different emotional impacts all happening at once. Um, Also, one of which being my parents pushing me quite hard because I'm growing up. I'm nearly 16. So obviously I'm getting a lot more responsibilities thrust upon me, and it's making work just life harder, in the simplest way possible. It's getting harder, I don't know how else to say it really. Like, I'm trying my best. I really am. I'm trying to pull through, but just like, I don't know. It's just something you really got to experience for yourself to really know what I'm talking about. You've had to have this experience of like multiple different things all colliding at once, which sort of just multiplies all of them into more of a stressful situation. So, in some ways, you could say I'm under a fair amount of stress right now, and I don't get stressed very easily. Um, the rumors one bothers me because all I'm trying to do is be the nicest possible person I can, and then I'm getting blamed for things. And the same applies technically to the relationship, or in more specifics, me being dumped. Um, about me really just trying to be the most fair person that I can, and the most just plain honest, just trying my hardest to do what I thought was right. And then the pressure of my parents also not helping, if you know what I mean. Yeah, this vlog is really just should have come after the other vlogs that I've already made, but I figure you guys should see this one first. Also that, and the intro for my gaming is still being made by my friend who, if he watches this, I am very grateful for what you've done. You guys haven't seen it yet, but you will definitely see it once all the gameplay footage is attached to our reactions of the footage, because they were shot differently on different devices. And the intro is added, and the outro is added. You guys will get to see it. The fully sort of probably just going to be a montage of us playing different video games and the funniest moments, because a lot of it was just us sort of staring at a screen and occasionally making comments. And when it came to us playing Rocket League, spoiler alert, a lot of me making sex jokes, because there were a lot of sex jokes to be had in that game that I didn't actually know existed until I started making them. Because there was I don't want to spoil it, but it was seriously funny. Which things couldn't have been funnier, in my opinion. And again, I'm drinking another vlog. Like, what is with that? But I'm doing that because I just had some bacon and eggs, and it was actually made by my dad, and it was super oily. So I'm going to get that out of my throat because it's causing a bit of acid reflux, and that's a problem. Anyway, this vlog is almost at 10 minutes, and that takes normally an hour to upload. So I will probably finish this very soon. And to note that this isn't edited at all, because I'm too lazy to put editing software on my computer, because to do that I have to transfer it via a USB, and that can be a pain in the ass, because sometimes that transfer can sort of muck with the shit, and you don't like it when it mucks with the shit. So yeah, I would have vented at this a lot more, but I really don't feel like you guys deserve to be vented at. I feel like I should just really use this, take what I've learned from all of this, sort of just use it to keep going forward. Because that's the thing I do. I don't necessarily get my emotions out. I just sort of plug along with them and wash them down with coffee, and then more coffee, and then a lack of sleep. Um, so yeah, I'll probably do that again, and before you know it, I'll be back to how I normally was. I just need a bit of time to register all of this emotional bullshit that's all happening all at once, because it's a lot for me to handle, given the fact that my life went from being a smooth sailing to not a smooth sailing at all. And I've done sailing, and I know what not smooth sailing actually feels like. And it feels a lot like this. It feels like you're getting hit in the boom, for all those who understand sailor slang, which is basically getting hit in the head with a giant pole, for those of you who don't know what sailor slang is. because the boom is literally called the boom for a reason. It's because it hits you on the head and you see stars, and it's a boom sound. It's kind of obvious. Anyway, yeah. So basically, I just said, for those of you who didn't understand that rant, I basically just said that I feel like I've been emotionally hit on the head with a giant metal pole. Um, it's not a good thing. And again, I know I've gone already way over than I said I would, but again, just to prove it, I am actually standing up in vlogs. Like, I know it's kind of hard to believe, but it's because I am relatively tall. Um, Sitting down is just kind of weird. I don't like sitting down and vlogging. I don't know why. Either I'm walking or I'm standing, you know. You'll see that in the other vlog that I'll upload if I'm a good boy and do it, which I probably won't because I'm not a good boy and I want to do it on the weekend because that way I actually have time and I can actually be fucked on the weekend. This has already gone way over, and I mean I do have all night to upload it, but still. Yeah, so I guess that's all for now. I'll still be around, but you know, just letting you guys know that all this shit happening all at once is it's not great, you know, it's hard on me. So yeah, I'm not trying to vie for attention or anything, I'm just telling you what's going on so you know, so you're all fully updated and shit. Alright, yeah. Peace.